Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with today's channeled messages, intuitive channeled messages for the collective. If this is your first time listening to these, I like to offer them every Friday. So welcome, and for those who are returning, welcome back. So let's get into the messages here today, guys. General advice, as always, just like a card reading, take from it what makes sense for you personally and release the rest. So I like to start off picking up off of letters that could be a part of your person's name. It could be a combination of both of your names. I also like to take into account the zodiacs that I am picking up, and sometimes I'll get doubles and triples of the letters and the zodiacs. So it could be sun, moon, rising, Venus placements. So if you know your person's chart, if you know your own chart, it could be picking up off of that sort of thing. All right, so whatever pops up at you and you're feeling like it's super customized for your situation, there could also be something pretty significant once I start tapping into the actual messages itself. All right, so let's begin, guys, and let's start with the letters. So what I'm picking up here today, I am getting double letters already. Double Y, double M, and double F. So usually when I see doubles with the letters or the zodiacs, you and your person could both have names that start with that letter. You guys could both have last names that start with that letter, or the combination, as I've mentioned, of how it makes sense for you, and that applies to the zodiacs as well. So those are coming up double here. And then for the other letters that I'm seeing, R, B, T, O, E, S as in Sam, U, P, W, and N. So as far as names, starting with the M, so Mark, Marcia, Marcy, Michelle, Mitch, Mitchell. There's a whole bunch of them coming through. Mary, and all forms of Mary, Maria, Marie, Marianne, Marian. So many various forms of that. I'm also seeing Matthew, Matt, Maddie, Mike, Mikey, or Michael, Marco. Could also be Marky. Y names, Yolanda. Yesenia is coming through. I'm hearing Yancey. That could be a nickname. That could, of course, be someone's first name. Yvonne is also presenting itself here. The double F's that I'm picking up, it could be Frank or Francis, Francine or Fran. Fallon is also presenting itself here. Felicia. I'm also picking up off of Rita, Rachel, Rich or Richard, could also be Richie, Randall, Randolph, or Randy. I'm hearing Bosley. That could actually be somebody's last name, or it could be a nickname. Bo is also coming through here. Tisha, Trisha, Tessa, Tamika, Tenley, Terry, Tom or Thomas, Tommy as well. Tony, could be male or female. Tony, Tony, Toni. I'm feeling for some of you, especially Divine Feminine, that could be a nickname. It could be short for a longer name, like Antoinette, something like that. Eddie, Esther, Edita is coming through, so E names are presenting itself. Edward, Elisa, Elisa, Peter, Pete, Petey, Philip, Peyton. I'm also hearing Nana. That could actually, of course, be somebody's name, or it could be, I know that sometimes that could be referred to as a grandmother type figure, Nana. But that could be, of course, somebody's name. Nancy as well. Nanette. Ned is also presenting itself here. Will or Willie. William. Could also be Billy. Male or female again for Billy. Could be Billy or Billie. Oscar is presenting itself here too. Trey is also coming through. Trey. Samantha or Sam or Sammy. Wendy or Wendell is coming through. Sue or Susan, Susie, Suzanne, Susanna. Tori is also coming through. Okay, those are the names. That's a lot of names, guys. So as far as the zodiac signs for today, I'm picking up off of double signs already. So double Cancer, double Capricorn, double Aquarius, and I'm actually picking up off of triple Taurus. And it's interesting because we are in Taurus season. We will be for about another week, I believe. So there's something coming through here very strongly for you guys that have double or triple placements coming through, or you and your person have the same sign. Pisces, Gemini, and Scorpio are also presenting itself here. What I'm getting here for you today, Cancer, is that this could be a very emotional time for you, and I'm not quite sure why that's presenting itself here. It might have something to do with your home life, might have something to do with family. It could also, of course, have something to do with a love partnership. And that emotional energy that I'm picking up, it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative, you know. If it's somebody that brings you to tears, those tears could be happy tears. I'm just picking that up for some of you. So maybe there's a cause for celebration for some of you. It could be a birthday party. It could be an anniversary. I'm not picking up that it's a challenging vibe there, but it's got something to do with your home life. And it's about somebody that you love or people that you love. So I'm kind of picking up off of a family dynamic there. Capricorn, the advice that I am picking up here for you today is to reevaluate your plan as to the direction that you're going. So if things just aren't progressing in your life, whether that is romantically or career-wise, for example, you're being directed onto, or at least that's the advice, to go in a new direction. Try something else, try something new, come up with a different plan. If something's just not working, there's a reason why it's not working, because there's something way better suited for you, perhaps. Aquarius, the energy that I am picking up for you this time is there's this need to free yourself from situations where you feel either weighed down or tied to it, or you feel trapped in it and it's starting to affect your health perhaps. It's also a really good time for you to free up any sort of clutter that is around you, whether that's taking the time to maybe clean your house or organize your space, whatever that implies. But that could be affecting your energy as well. So yeah, clear up the clutter. Get yourself out of situations where it's not serving you. That's what's coming through there. You know, it's interesting, Pisces. I didn't initially pick up off of double Pisces, but it's coming through here now. You're being directed to focus on your goals and dreams right now. That includes your love life. That includes whatever it is that you're dreaming about. If it's career, if it's finances, if it is perhaps a passion of yours, whatever it is. The advice that I'm picking up here is you got to do what you love so that it's not going to feel like a job. You're going to enjoy what you're doing to the point where you love it so much that it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like a job. And I'm also getting from my angel guides that the same thing should apply to your romantic partnerships, that you shouldn't have to work so hard to make it work. It should just flow. So if it's not flowing, if you guys are, for example, bickering and just getting into it, or you're just trying to fit this person into a particular idea of what you feel should be your ideal mate, but it's just they're just not checking all the boxes, then you have to face the truth of that situation. You got to get real about that, because you might not be investing your time with somebody who has the capability to stick around or the capability to be the right partner for you. Because this is actually a really good time for you to find a love connection if you haven't already. But if you're involved with somebody who either has commitment issues or they've got their own issues, whatever that might be, if you know that they're not being truthful or honest with you, then that's a concern. If you're picking up off of any sort of red flag, Pisces, you can't ignore it. You got to pay attention to it. That's what I'm getting from there. Gemini, what I'm picking up for you is there is this need for you to gain clarity about a person or a situation. Maybe you've been on the fence. Maybe you have been unsure as to what it is that you want to do about this situation or person. There's this need for you to, similar to what I've mentioned about Aquarius, to kind of free up the clutter, but this clutter is more so in your mental space or even in your heart space, because you don't want to get yourself entangled in a situation. And that doesn't necessarily mean drama or infidelity or anything of that sort, unless you know that that's what it involves. You just have to be clear about what it is that you are wanting to manifest in a partnership. Because if you're unclear, the universe won't be able to tap into what it is that you want to be able to manifest it, you know? That's what I'm getting for Gemini. Scorpio. The message here for you today is to not give up. Continue to be persistent in what it is that you are striving for. Whether that is a person, whether that is a romantic partnership, whether that's something else going on in your life. You got to throw that passion into it. Similar to what I picked up off of Pisces, because if you're not passionate about it, if it feels more like a chore rather than something that you really love and enjoy doing, or if that's pertaining to your love life, if you're not feeling that passion, those butterflies when you see this person, then they're not the one. Same thing, you can't fit a circle into a square. The right one, you're going to know it. You shouldn't have to convince yourself that this is the one. You'll know it. So if you're in between relationships right now, you're being directed to not give up on the idea of finding your ideal mate, because you absolutely will. But you also don't want to have to settle for somebody that does not fit your ideal idea, for lack of a better word, of who your person should be. So hopefully that makes sense for somebody. I don't know if I picked up off of Virgo earlier. So if I didn't mention Virgo earlier, I'm picking up off of it now. I'm just feeling for you, Virgo, that there is this need for contentment in your life, but perhaps right now you're not feeling it. So there's this need to reevaluate your life purpose, your relationships, not just romantic partnerships, but that includes family connections as well. There's this need to get things off your chest is what I'm feeling. Don't hold anything in. If you've got something to say, just go ahead and say it, because it will eventually build up, and then it could ultimately start affecting your vitality, your health, your energy. So in order for you to be fulfilled and content in your life, you have to be satisfied with the direction that you're going. And if there's anything about the direction that you are going that's not exciting you, it's not fulfilling you, you wake up in the morning, and if you're not excited about this person or a situation, then it's time to reassess that so that you can find fulfillment and contentment. Okay, so that's coming through for Virgo. I'm not picking up off of every zodiac sign. Those are the ones that are presenting itself here this time. So I'm also getting physical features for some of you. This could be describing your person. It could describe both of you. So I'm picking up for some of you, somebody is really athletic, very sporty. That could be both of you. Maybe you guys love to work out together, very active. You're both really into fitness. Maybe you guys met at a gym. You're both very attractive people. You're both physically strong. Okay, I'm getting that for some of you guys. Somebody could have really long hair as well. Somebody's known for their braids. Somebody could have platinum blonde hair or blonde hair. For those who have brunette hair, I'm picking up, it could be either permed or really curly. I'm also getting medium length hair for some of you. For my feminines, some of you guys love your long lashes. Either it's naturally long or you get it done, but it looks really good on you. And I feel there's a masculine that really loves that about you, and they love your eyes. Somebody could also be known to have a very prominent birthmark. Could either be a birthmark or a scar that's prominent. It could either be hidden through clothing, or for some of you guys, it's visible. For masculines, I'm picking up somebody who could have a shaved or bald head. Average height. Somebody has a very prominent nose as well. Doesn't necessarily have to be a big nose, but it's actually a very attractive profile that they have, and maybe some of you guys really admire that about your person. That's just what I'm getting. So let's get into some love messages here. I'm picking up my first love message for twin flames. You know you are on a twin flame journey. You guys had perhaps a tower moment, so you guys might be in separation right now. What I feel from your twin here is they want a new beginning. They want a fresh start. Perhaps they recognize that they created the distance. There could have been unfaithfulness here. They're picking up off of your vibe, you're picking up off of theirs. You guys still think a lot about each other. The love is still here. They want to come back into union. They would love to be able to recommit to this partnership. So it is perhaps up to you, the person listening to this, to be able to decide if you're going to give your twin a chance to come back. Because just because someone's our twin flame, that doesn't necessarily guarantee union or happily ever after, you know? It can be very challenging as well. There's the opportunity, though, for those of you who are not on a twin flame journey, but you're in separation from somebody. They could have been deceptive. They could have been unfaithful. But what I am picking up from this person is that they are very apologetic. They're very sorry for what they've done. It's up to you if you want to be able to forgive them. The way I see forgiveness, it's a gift that you actually offer yourself so that you're not holding on to the baggage attached to that experience. So even if you never end up taking this person back, you don't want to be holding on to all of these negative energies. You don't want to be the vessel for heartbreak and pain and all of that negative stuff attached to that experience. So if you can find it in your heart to forgive for yourself, to be able to move forward, to be able to move on. Again, whether you get back together with this person, whether you find that you're willing to give them another chance, that forgiveness has to be something that heals your own heart so that you can move forward. So you can start again. It's up to you whether that fresh start is with this person who hurt you, if you're willing to give them another chance, or a brand new relationship altogether. Away from the drama, away from tower moments, away from the deception. But what I can tell you here from this person, if you relate to this, is that they are so sorry. They know they messed up. They're actually wishing you the best. They just want you to be happy, even if it is without them. They know that you've given them chances before and they blew it. They know that. They recognize it. It's coming through here. They're telling you here that even if you never take them back, they still love you. They'll love you forever. And they don't honestly believe that they'll be able to find anybody like you, and that they will possibly never fall in love again the way they love you. But these are things that they are now recognizing after the fact, unfortunately. They're staying up late at night thinking about you, possibly looking through old text messages, listening to voice messages if there are any, looking at old photographs of the two of you. They're reminiscing basically, but a lot of this stuff happens at night when they can't sleep, when they think about you. They want so badly to start again, but for some of you guys, that might not be an option. Maybe you've already moved on. You could be committed elsewhere. You could be married at this point. So it might ultimately be a missed opportunity for this person who wants to return, but they want to return. This hasn't been an easy journey since you guys went into separation, and maybe it hasn't been an easy journey for you either, but you have the opportunity to start again. It's up to you how you choose to use that new beginning, you know? Because if there were communication between you and this person from your past, I feel, first of all, they'd be really happy to hear from you if you did reach out, or at least giving them the opportunity to talk to you. For some of you guys, maybe that's all that's needed in order to ascend from that whole experience, to find healing, to find forgiveness, as I've mentioned, or just closure. If it's not a reunion, it could just be closure. And that could help both of you. For my singles, I'm also getting a message here for you. So if you are unattached, you're not expecting a reunion, you're not thinking about anybody, maybe it's been a long time since you've been in a relationship, what I'm getting from my angel guides here is you have to recognize that you've always had the power to be able to create an amazing relationship for yourself, as well as a beautiful future for yourself. You have to recognize that power within you. You have to empower yourself and put those positive vibes out there, and you will be able to attract not only an amazing relationship, but you could attract a wonderful career, you could attract good health, you could attract the love of friends, so many blessings, abundance coming your way. It doesn't just always have to be about love, although that's coming through for you. It might be closer than you might even realize, but you just got to throw it out there, throw that positive energy out there, and that's what you have the capability to bring back towards you. All right, guys, so that's what I've got this time around. I hope there was something here that you were able to relate to, and I hope you guys enjoyed these. If you are interested in getting your own personal private card reading from me, that link will be down below in the description box. That's it for now, guys. Stay tuned next Friday for the next episode of these intuitive channeled messages that I do. And that's it for now. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.